Episode 4 of Obi-Wan. It's not A New Hope. It's still just Obi-Wan. I know I'm being weird. Let's get started. How do you do, G-Pod crew? It's your naughty body putty here, and oh my god, what is happening this weekend today? Let me explain. It is clearly a George Lucas Marvel Disney month, week, or however you want to look at it. Today, both episode 4 of Obi-Wan Kenobi drops, as well as the first episode and the season premiere of Miss Marvel, both on Disney Plus. Then, when you jump over to the Fortnite side of things, which, by the way, if you purchase anything on Fortnite related, please use my support credit code PUTTY, P-U-T-T-Y, in the item shop if you plan on purchasing anything that I'm about to talk about. So, here's what's going on. We did have the Obi-Wan skin there for a while. It's not in the shop, unfortunately, anymore, but we do have Darth Vader as the tier 100 skin in the Fortnite Battle Pass, which coexists with the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Then, over on the Marvel side, which again, I'm doing a Miss Marvel review, there's also the new Spider-Man skin that's coming out with the purchase of the comic books. There is a lot of Disney World going on, and at the same time, it's a George Lucas time too, because with the creation of Darth Vader Obi-Wan, we also have Indiana Jones that is going to be over there on the Battle Pass of Fortnite. This is just a crazy geeky time for me. I'm so excited. But here today, you are here for Obi-Wan Kenobi review, episode 4, full breakdown. We are halfway through the series. There's 6 episodes altogether. We're in episode 4, which means 2 more episodes after this. So 2 more Wednesdays you had to put up with me. But with that being said, I'm excited to just break down whatever is happening in this episode because there's a lot going on. I am setting up everything as early as I can to be ready for you guys. But today is going to be a busy day. And with that being said, let's get started with my full breakdown. Okay, so we have our first plot hole, ladies and gentlemen. So on the screen, you'll see Reva is talking to Princess Leia. And she says to Leia, or Leia says to her, the Jedi, they were talking about the Jedi, about being a Jedi sympathizer. And when she says he'll come for me, she says Obi-Wan is dead. Now, here is the problem with this plot hole. If you remember in the first movie, A New Hope, you actually hear her say, Obi-Wan, you served with my father during the Clone Wars. This is exactly what she says. Again, I'm repeat it. You served with my father in the Clone Wars. This is the way that she connects herself to Obi-Wan when she first puts out the distress signal through R2-D2 that both Luke and Obi-Wan Kenobi find. Now here's the confusion. Luke knows Obi-Wan as Ben, doesn't know him as Obi-Wan, just Ben. Why wouldn't she reference this moment here when she says Obi-Wan is dead? If in any ways, wouldn't she say, "Hey, you helped me when I was kidnapped by Reva"? No, you fought in the Clone Wars with my father. I figured, and this is my situation here. I figured since he told since Obi-Wan told her Leia that his name was Ben, she didn't know that Obi-Wan and Ben were the same person. So when she says in the R2-D2 unit that Obi-Wan served in the Clone Wars, that's the way she knew Obi-Wan, not here as being the Jedi that saved her from being kidnapped, which of course, unfortunately, didn't work. My point to the whole thing is there is a broken plot hole here now. For Reva to say Obi-Wan is dead, you have literally just broken the plot hole that we thought was fixed with him saying his name is Ben to her. If you would have stick with the plot that she never knew that Obi-Wan and Ben were the same person, then you have made that timeline correct. She thinks Ben is a different Jedi from Obi-Wan who served in the Clone Wars with her father. I know this is weird me explaining this, but there's a reason why. When you make shows and movies like this that connect worlds, you have to make sure you don't have a broken plot hole. And this is a major one because the line of "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope" is iconic in the world of Star Wars. And it means more when you hear her say, "You served with my father in the Clone Wars." For her to not say, "You helped me back when I was kidnapped," as a line to that. Maybe they're going to fix this later in the later episodes, but if they don't in the next 2 episodes or at the end of this episode, we have a plot hole here, ladies and gentlemen. And a plot hole that is major to all fans of Star Wars. That will not be able to be redeemed if you don't redeem it. So she just said Obi-Wan is dead. I don't know, maybe maybe Leia will say, "I don't know who Obi-Wan is." I don't know. All I know is for her to say Obi-Wan is dead, this is not a good sign. Now we have Nur, the Water Moon. Now Nur is actually more new than you might think. See, Nur is actually first appeared in a video game called Jedi Fallen Order, which is the newest video game they have made by EA Games. So Nur is, like he just said, is a water moon where a lot of people take refuge, things of that nature, especially with Jedi. So it's something that is very, very composite, or well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. A new integral part that was made more in the Disney lore than in the Lucas lore, if that makes any sense. Now, I will state that one thing I do love is the use of things from the prequels onward into the new or the OG movies. Not I don't want to say new; they're actually the old ones. It's very hard to say, but as in like the later movies, episode 4, 5, and 6. One of those prequel things, though, is the thing in his mouth, the Jedi breathing device, or Jedi breathing apparatus, however you want to look at it. If you remember, in Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan are introduced to Jar Jar Binks. Jar Jar Binks ends up taking them to his world, which is all underwater. So for the Jedis to go underwater, they have to use Jedi breathing devices. And here you see the young Obi-Wan actually using the device. Now, one thing I want to state is you can tell the difference. It feels like maybe the mouthpiece is a little bit bigger. I could be wrong on that. But either way, it is nice to do that they did a callback to that device in this episode of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a seeker droid, a droid that seeks out people anywhere. It's basically like a patrolling type droid that would look around, for anybody that in particular, or someone that's not supposed to be there. Unlike a probe droid, which they're quite similar. But anyway, yeah, this is a seeker droid. Here's a picture of a seeker droid, and that's pretty much all you guys need to know. Let's continue. Are you doing my job, Obi-Wan? I literally just said secret droid. Spoiler alert. Ladies and gentlemen, we have airspeeders. Airspeeders first appeared in Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. First and foremost, I'm going to state this. Best Star Wars movie ever. Hands down, no denial. You can deny it all you want and everything, but in the Star Wars fandom, every huge Star Wars fan says Empire Strikes Back is number 1. And in it, there is a battle on Hoth against the walkers, the AT-AT walkers. And when you fight, during that fight, you see some airspeeders. These are those airspeeders you see right here, guys. And the airspeeders actually fight the... Now again, this is, I think, from this picture, because I grabbed the first picture I could find on Hoth of the airspeeders. This is actually, I think, from Battlefront, but that's fine. So on Hoth, you see the airspeeder right here fights against the walker and uses a harpoon that gets wrapped around the walker to grab their legs and drop the walker. This vehicle right here, an airspeeder, is what you're seeing fly in right here. We have airspeeders, and I love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them. I even had the little toy, too. I had the airspeeder toy from Kenner. Love them. I love when I see lore like this. It makes me so happy. Well, it seems we find out at the end that Lola, the droid that Leia is carrying around, is the one that tracks back to her, actually. Not Obi-Wan, her. Which means this part does make sense about Alderaan being destroyed in Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. And she witnesses it being destroyed, and she's not aware of how they found out. Now we know how they found out. They know about Alderaan because of this tracking device, or at least I think so. We still have 2 more episodes, so there's no telling where they're going to lead this into. But honestly, the whole Obi-Wan Kenobi, or her knowing that Obi-Wan Kenobi is his real name, really messes up a plot point unless he's going to find some way of wiping her memory. Which then means that Obi-Wan will leave. They will connect her back to Alderaan. She'll grow up in Alderaan, she would have to have time to grow up. Why wouldn't they just destroy Alderaan early on? Unless it makes sense. They want to find the rebels later on and use Alderaan as a way to get her to speak. Which it does. It doesn't work, but... Oh yeah, no, it does. I remember, yeah, sorry, it does work. It's confusing to explain what I mean by that. Either way, there are plot holes, and hopefully they get fixed in the next 2 episodes. Her knowing who Obi-Wan is a major plot hole, guys. Which makes me love this episode, because I did get to see more of Obi-Wan lightsaber fight, that kind of thing, but honestly, that's going to be a major thing that's going to bother me. But with that being said, let's move on to episode 5. Next Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. And I am Putty with the G-Pot crew. You know what we do. We do reviews of Obi-Wan Kenobi and, of course, Miss Marvel, too. And I'll see you guys next Wednesday for a double Disney Plus review. Peace.